and soldiers, airmen, medics were killed in Afghanistan in a terrorist attack that can only be understood as a response to Joe Biden's weakness. So this is a hard stream for me to make because I believe in honesty. I believe in looking people that you talk to in the eyes. I believe in authenticity. I believe in sharing what's in your heart. And I can't do that today. I can't today tell you the truth. I honestly can't. Because what was done today via the weakness, incompetence, maybe direct collusion, I don't know at this point, but these are murders. Yes, it was by ISIS. Yes, it was by the Taliban. Yes, it was terrorism. These are murders that are directly attributable to the Biden administration. So I can't tell you how I feel today. I can't. I can't. I can't. Because you have to mind your words, right? Sometimes you have to mind your words. But I can tell you what happened, and I can tell you what I've heard, and I can tell you that this won't be the last time. That's for sure. This is ultimately what weakness gets you, right? This is what incompetence gets you. This is an implosion. And that, we knew it was going to happen. I mean, let me pull up some tweets. Let me pull up some tweets that I read, right? Let me pull up some tweets that I read, that I wrote. Because this is all stuff that we knew was going to happen. So here's me, November 23rd, 2020. Radical Islamic terrorism didn't even come up in the debates. It's not just an issue. It's just not an issue in the U.S. today. Trump ended it, in part because of how we let special operations forces do their jobs, but also because he didn't do regime change wars. That's going to change soon on both counts. So let me go ahead and just show you this this tweet, so you can look at the date on the tweet. This is after, because contrary to popular belief, I knew that Biden was going to be the president in November. I took a ton of hate from people. People called me a traitor. People called me every name of the world because I told them, I said, look, this post-election stuff isn't going to go anywhere, right? I said that. So this is November 2020 when I knew Biden was going to be inaugurated in January. And again, let me just show it to you. This is me. Radical Islamic terrorism didn't even come up in the debates. It's just not an issue. Trump ended it. That's going to change. None of this is a surprise. None of this is a fucking surprise. Do you understand? None of this is a surprise. Do you fucking understand at this point now? Do you fucking get it? This was all destined to come to pass the minute we elected a senile Weekend at Bernie's propped up puppet of God knows what, and then brought in the most unpopular, woke, I'm not even going to say how she got her job, person into the White House, propped her up too, even though she was destroyed in the primary, couldn't win a state. Then we put in Blinken and Sullivan, Fat General Milley, Mattis. Where's Mattis's members only jacket wearing motherfucking ass? Where are you at, Mattis, bro? Boy, you all had a lot of shit to say, right? They all had a lot of shit to say during the Orange Man's years. Mattis in his little leather jacket, Mad Dog Warrior Poet Mattis. The fucking generals are weak. The generals are the fucking problem. The terrorism and the murder is coming from inside of the house. Do you understand? It's not coming from outside of the house. The generals are weak. Now you see. Do you understand? Give me a minute here. I'm getting fired up. I gotta be careful. Gotta be careful, guys. Fuck. I'm so fucking pissed. So fucking pissed. and sad and emotional. Give me a minute. I'll be here. I don't want to say anything. Because I know what they'll do. You know who's a terrorist, right? You fat fuck Jen Ramilli, you fucking weak ass bitch. When's the last time you took a PT test, you fucking joke, disgrace? Fuck all of you. Take a PT test. Sergeant Major of the Army is saying, before this attack, we're changing female hairstyles. Literally. That's where their fucking heads are. We're going to change hairstyles for the females. Because female hairstyles is a force multiplier, right? Female hairstyles, that's where they are, man. You can't satirize these people. If you satirized the leaders, you would not be believed, right? It's like the Babylon Bee would always get into trouble because people would say, well, people can't tell this is satire, right? Because imagine you post day of the deadliest terrorist attack against U.S. troops in over 10 years. The Sergeant Major of the Army is tweeting about hairstyles, women's hairstyles. People would be like, the Babylon Bee, come on, bro. This is absurd, right? It's just not believable. It's just not believable. Where's Joe Biden? He can't give a press conference. Whatever, man. I'll probably get nuked from the internet today. I don't give a fuck. You can still follow me at rockfin.com, ROKFIN.com, rockfin.com/Cernovich. I don't think they're going to ban me, but, you never know who's going to happen. This might be the last day. I don't give a fuck, man. I mean, if speaking the truth on the day that incompetence has led to the deaths of 10, 12, maybe 20 soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, medics, maybe more. I'm hearing it's way more than 10. If you can't talk about that, then that's just fine. Whatever. Whatever happens, happens. There are a lot of things I'm fine. I don't care to talk about. Most of the time when people get banned, they're talking about the verboten issues. I just don't really care about it. I don't care about what pronouns you call yours. I just don't care. If I cared, then I just don't care. I think it's dumb. I have my kids in homeschool. I tell everybody to homeschool. We do a hybrid. We're half Christian school, half homeschool. Find a good Christian church that isn't doing this woke stuff, and you'll know right away the mask thing. If they make you wear a mask in church, you leave that church. Easy. The whole mask issue, by the way, there's a video of me that went viral a year ago where I was like, yeah, dude, I'll just wear a mask because why create friction? As jaded as I am, it just looks so quaint. As jaded as I was even then, I wasn't cynical and jaded enough. Because ultimately, I'm a romantic. Ultimately, I'm not nihilistic. There are two kind of, broadly speaking, two types of artists. You're romantic, idealistic. You're a nihilist. Nothing matters. Everything's dumb. Everything's negative. Nothing matters. Who cares? You're either nihilistic or you're a romantic. I'm a romantic. I'm a lover. I'm someone who wants to see the goodness in the world because I see the goodness in God. And I see the goodness in people, and I see how God has worked through me and made me a better person. So I know this is all possible, right? It's not just hype. So I definitely was like, all right, I'll wear the mask. Not a big deal. Now, if you wear a mask, I was walking around the other day, and the shop was like, everybody's vaccinated, but still wear a mask. And I was like, I'm just not going to go in there. So if you want me to wear a mask, that's fine. I'm just not going to go. If you're a church, you are the synagogue of Satan if you want people to wear a mask. I will tell you that right now. I will say that wholeheartedly. Any church making you wear a mask is in cahoots with Satan. You can read this in the Bible about false prophets, people who lead others astray. So I'll just say that. You go to a church and they tell you to wear a mask. That pastor is working with Satan. Now I'll just say that clearly and unequivocally. So I'm done with it. We don't mask. We go to a Christian school. Our kids don't wear masks. First day of school, no mask. If there's a problem with the state, we'll just sue them. We'll just do everything we can. Right? We're done. We're done here. So I'm going to obviously obey the laws. But there's a lot of ways to create friction. right? You can you can just think about the DMV, right? I want all of us to become like the DMV. You go to the DMV and what happens? Well, that's not my job. Oh, you need me to do that's not my job. Well, here's your form, here's a number. Maybe we'll call on you in 4 hours, maybe you won't. Maybe we'll forget. Maybe we'll tell you to refill out the paper. Be like the DMV. That's my new mantra for 2021 and 2022. I'm going to be like the DMV. You need some if I have to wear my mask, Oh, did it fall down? Oh, I'm sorry. sorry. Oh, I didn't know it was a... Oh, sorry, did it fall down? Oh, no, my bad. Totally, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, master. Yes. Okay. Oh, yeah. Just everybody just be so over the top. Almost to the point that it looks like you're like groveling, right? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, no, my bad. Oh, no. Oh, ow, okay. Oh, totally. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't hear. Sorry, I can't hear very well today. What? Huh? Would you say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure, man. For sure. Whatever you say, I'll, so obey the laws, but there's a lot of ways to just just be like the DMV. Right? Be like the DMV. I'll comply, but, might take a while. I'll do what I'm told. Did I say anything that would get me banned? I don't think so. I cussed a little bit. Sorry if you had kids in the room. Kids should be at school or homeschool anyway. I don't think I said anything could get me banned. Okay, I'm pretty good. Okay, that didn't go as bad as I thought it was. Yeah, I didn't say anything out of line. The opposite, Yeah, the opposite. I'm telling people, obey the law, but just be like the DMV. That's my mantra. Right? The DMV, they do their job. Boy, they don't do it fast, though, right? Right? They technically do their jobs. Oh, I got another time for another bathroom break, Oh, I lost your paperwork. Can you please refill it out? Okay, yeah, we did okay. I was a little worried there for a moment. I was getting a little wound up, It's a balance. You gotta be passionate. You gotta speak from the heart, but you gotta realize, people are trying to catch you slipping. Well, thank you for if you're at Rokfin, ROKFIN.com/Cernovich. Thanks, Jack, for the tip. Thanks, Matt, for the tip. Thanks, other Matt, for the tip. Thanks, Carrie, for the tip. Thanks, Nick, for the tip. My boy Matt Scouts, thank you for the tip. A lot of really, really appreciative guys. Yeah, and if you're watching me anywhere else, go to Rokfin.com, ROKFIN.com/Cernovich. Sign up. You can sign up for free. If you like me, you can get a yearly subscription, and that gets you full content to everything. So that's Ben Askren, everything from college wrestling, Olympic wrestling, MMA shows. There's other people on Rokfin too. A lot of different lefties, a lot of different voices. So Rokfin, ROKFIN.com/Cernovich. You subscribe to me, but you get everybody. So it's a whole network, right? So if you like me, subscribe. And you don't just get me, you get everybody. What a deal. Holy shit. Okay, you ready for this? Get behind me, Satan. They're testing me today, man. They are testing me today. Oh my God. They are testing me today. Oh my God. This is Vice just tweet. Oh, okay. Gotta calm down. Gotta calm down here. Let me show you what Vice just tweeted. Right now, while many vets are being outed as far-right extremists, one branch keeps popping up when it comes to neo-Nazis. The United States Marine Corps. What do you think of that? Today, 10 Marines, 12 Marines, maybe more Marines died. According to Vice, the Marines are neo-Nazis. This is just now, right? So, again, God help me. I would just say, if you doubt my mindset techniques work, I'm keeping it together. They're testing me, though. They're testing me, man. I'm keeping it together. I really am. But they're testing me. So if you're ever like, oh, who's this Cernovich guy? Is he just a media person? Is he just like a journalist? Like, what is this Cernovich guy? Go read Guerrilla Mindset. Go read it. So if there's ever any doubt that I'm more than just a journalist and a reporter and a commentator, just fucking read this from Vice accusing the Marine Corps of being neo-Nazis on the day that maybe dozens of Marines have died. We don't know. This was just tweeted too, by the way. This isn't like, oh, this is a week ago. So just read this with me. Here, let's read it together. While many vets are being outed as far-right extremists, one branch keeps popping up when it comes to neo-Nazis. The United States Marine Corps today. So again, if you think, oh, is this Cernovich guy for real? Maybe he's just a journalist. Maybe he's just a guy that brought down Jeffrey Epstein, reported on confidential sexual harassment stories. John Conyers resigned because of him. He made a badass movie. He's a fucking if you think I'm just a media person, just read this and think about how you feel reading it. And then imagine you're me live, reading it live, and imagine what you would say. When you have friends in the military, when you have friends who have died, right? Just imagine, you personally know people who have died. You personally know people with a lot of problems, substance abuse problems, opioid problems because of their service. You personally know people right now serving, many, many people. And you read this, and you read this stuff, and then you think, what would you say? Could you keep it together? Would you trip over your words a little bit? Would you maybe let something out that you wouldn't want clipped out of context? Because that's what they do. They watch everything I do, and they're just waiting for that 5-second clip. They're like this, right? Ready to catch me slipping. And then they watch me get wound up, and they think, oh, we got him now. And then they go, nope, we didn't. Shit, we'll have to make something else up about him. Let's have to fabricate some more shit about him. Right, we'll just have to make up more shit because that's mindset, my friend. So if you ever fucking doubted it, if you ever doubted that I'm just more than one of the greatest journalists living today and a filmmaker, and I brought down Jeffrey Epstein and John Conyers and broke Morse, all these stories about the equipment, the military stuff, I've been on the forefront of that. Am I just a reporter? You do this. Have a seat. Let's just have you go live. And you can read about people smearing war heroes and friends of yours. Tell me, how you think you do. Right? Think about that. By the way, I do want to play some great clips from you from Sam Harris, because I think it's good to remind people of who these people are. These are evil people. They're bad people. they're just they're just bad. They're just bad people. So let's go and hear what Sam Harris had to say about terrorists, right? The intellectual dark web, the liberals. Let's go. You want to listen to Sam Harris talk about Bin Laden and Hitler? Yes or no? Let's listen to let's together. Let's listen to Sam Harris praise Osama bin Laden live together here. So let's just listen. These people. 5 years of their fucking sanctimony. 5 years I had to listen to these fucking people. 5 fucking years I had to deal with this shit. 5 fucking years. So let's go ahead and you want to listen to Sam Harris talk about Osama bin Laden? Here, let's
personally.
Let's load up the clip. Let me know if you can hear it. Okay, all right. Let's listen to Sam Harris on Osama bin Laden. So let me know if you're able to hear this. Okay, audio wise, or otherwise I could go on Bluetooth and play it directly. But let's try this first.
But Osama bin Laden is, as a person, is far more understandable to me and far less reprehensible personally, psychologically, than Trump. And
I think the way people, and this is just a guess, because
were you able to hear that clip? Okay, you want me to replay the clip? Because we have another one of him talking about Hitler also, just to get a hint of what the left is about. So let me know how the audio clips sound. Do you want me to play it again? So let's yeah. So this is October 30th, 2020, Making Sense with Sam Harris. Sam Harris talking about Osama bin Laden. Let's listen to Sam Harris, October 30th, 2020, talking about Osama bin Laden.
But Osama bin Laden is, as a person, is far more understandable to me and far less reprehensible personally, psychologically, than Trump. And
I think the way people, and this is just a guess.
Okay, Sam. So according to Sam Harris, Osama bin Laden is far less reprehensible to him. Let's see what he has to say about Hitler.
Who are objective.
Let's just listen to Sam Harris talk about Hitler on Today when Marines are called neo-Nazis, on Today when a terrorist attack has killed more than a dozen soldiers, Marines, medics. Let's hear Sam Harris talk about Hitler.
Person. I mean, there are people who are objectively worse than Trump. You just compare him to Hitler. Hitler is worse, but the things that actually make Hitler worse are actually virtues, right? I mean, like courage and a commitment to something beyond yourself, right? Like if you add those, in generic virtues to an otherwise malevolent asshole, well, then he becomes a more competent, more self-sacrificing, malevolent asshole, right?
You can't, like I said, you can't satirize these people. And just listen to him giggle too, talking about Hitler. It's the giggle too. Well, I mean, Hitler is like objectively worse, but let's just listen to Sam Harris talk about Hitler.
Person. I mean, there are people who are objectively worse than Trump. You just compare him to Hitler. Hitler is worse, but the things that actually make Hitler work.
Do you hear that little giggle? Well, Hitler is worse, but he just a giggle boy.
Are actually virtues, right? I mean, like courage and a commitment to something beyond yourself, right? Like if you add those, in generic virtues to an otherwise malevolent asshole, well, then he becomes a more competent, more self-sacrificing, malevolent asshole, person.
Yeah, so again, I don't have to make any of this stuff up. That's why I always say they have to lie about me. I don't have to lie about them. Or they have to dig deep into the archives, go back 10 years. They have to go back 10 years, dig up some like shitty jokes. I can go back a few months. And let's hear again on the day. Let's again one more time. We'll listen to Sam Harris talk about Osama bin Laden. This is October 30th, 2020. Today, over a dozen Marines, soldiers, airmen, medics dead. So let's hear Sam Harris's take on how he sees the world.
But Osama bin Laden is, as a person, is far more understandable to me and far less reprehensible personally, psychologically, than Trump. And
I think the way people, and this is just a
So again, this is you can find the original clips on my timeline. This isn't 10 years ago. This isn't me taking something out of context. This isn't me digging deep into the archives, right? Like they love to go deep into the archives of Cerno. Have you seen what Cerno said 10 years ago? Have you heard this bad stand-up comedy routine he did 10 years ago? Well, yeah, we don't have anything from 5 years ago or 6 years ago or 7 years ago, but let's just really dig deep and we can find something, right? I can just listen to their shit today and say, these are fucking psychopaths. These are terrorist enablers. These are the worst people in the world. I can go back to Sam Harris, October 30th, 2020, and have him praise Osama bin Laden. We're not digging deep here, right? This isn't hard. That's who these people are. They're ghouls. All right, my friends. If you're anywhere else but Rockfin, go to Rockfin, ROKFIN.com/Cernovich. Get an annual subscription. I was careful. I don't think I'm going to be banned from YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. I was really careful. I mean, it took everything I had, man. Took everything I had. Because it just, I gotta go because when I think of Sam Harris praising Osama bin Laden, and I think about Vice calling Marines neo-Nazis, and I think about, I just got to be careful. So I don't think I've said anything, but Rockfin.com, go to ROKFIN.com/Cernovich. You don't get me, you get everybody. You get a whole bunch of great stuff. And even high school wrestling, even if you have a kid in wrestling, there's Matt Scout Willie. I mean, there's just a whole, it's the platform for, there's mindset courses on there from Olympic level athletes. The whole catalog is an amazing site. So you can sign up for free at Rockfin.com, ROKFIN.com/Cernovich. If you like me, subscribe for a year and then go look around the site. But I got to go take some deep breaths, man. I'm fucking pissed.